Good afternoon, good evening. This is Just a Mama, and it is January 26th, and I have another inner tech win to share. Truly is amazing. So each day it's as if I'm learning from this channel, and this channel is teaching me, and so I'm learning to begin with each post with a breath, and to invite me and to invite you to do that as well. And to give yourself, to give myself time to take a breath and connect into your own sweet center. To dive into your own mystery, your own deep within. And as you breathe and you bring your attention to the sensation of your breath, you can follow its natural inward, downward movement. And just this simple act of connecting with your breath will also generate a space of for us to connect in this space together. Because when we breathe together, we are conspiring together. And so part of the inner tech, I'm trying to keep this channel completely devoid of sidestepping dogma, religion, and as best as possible, and to really keep it as architecture. And I'm really asking Spirit to help me come up with very pithy, simple images that newcomers can take away from these posts and put into practice. Because the whole gig is that this simple act, my beloveds, is the deepest act of conspiracy that we can do together, to breathe together. And to allow our awareness and our attention to move out of our head. Follow the natural inward, downward movement of the inhale. And let ourselves drop into our heart center, at the center of the chest. And to just simply breathe and feel and find out what's there. so while you're doing that, I'm going to share my story, which is, I am so, so, so blessed. So I got a call from my daughter. This is going to make sense for those who have listened to the prior one, the Inner Tech Win number 1. This is Inner Tech Win number 2. And I was saying in that other video how one of the things that I love most about transformation is that when you do the inner work, you do the inner tech, you do the inner changes on the inside, you do the transformational work on the inside, and then things change in front of your eyes. Okay, so I shared with you the first win that this obviously poised deposition to scare my daughter got canceled, and they were going to reschedule it. Now, her pro bono lawyer is one of these things that it's set up, out of schools, and it's part of, a law school. And so you can imagine these students have many different people. And so my daughter has generously assigned many of her lawyer's lack of responses to just simply being busy. But this past time, she really showed her, her hand. And however, and here's the here's the place where I end up sort of scratching my head like, how did that happen? So she gave me a call, and she said that she got a call from her lawyer who said that, they wanted to reschedule the deposition, and that she understood that the opposing party's lawyer was very aggressive, and that she wanted to do what she could to protect my daughter from that. Where did those words come from? And that she wanted to help my daughter prepare for it. And I don't know, there was some other things where she just like suddenly shows up like a genuinely helpful lawyer. And my daughter's had this lawyer, I think, for 1.5 years, and she's never, ever done anything like this. Ever. So the thing is when we are connected into our central channel, we are also connected into our heart center, into our deep knowing of who we are. And we're connected to the energy of ourselves, of our deep knowing, and that is also connected into our energy field, which is like a torus ring, which connects us out into the larger field of everything that is. So you make a change in your resonance internally, and things can shift externally. That's the power, that's magic, that's transformation, that's alchemy. And as Christians, it's as simple as feeling the hurt, feeling the wound, feeling the sore, feeling the owie, and simply inviting Christ in. So, the power in connecting into our heart center, and what many people don't understand, is that our heart is a electromagnetic organ. And it connects us into our energy field, which is also magnetic. And our thoughts are magnetic. Our thoughts are resonant. So it is true, the thoughts held in mind produce in kind. But they don't want you to know that. So anyway, more about that later. This is still part of coming out of the wasteland, and at least cognitively understanding the architecture of what was done to us, prevent us from going inside. And as you look around in your life of how you were, shall we say, taught to learn, so much was simply through your physical eyes. And as we know now about the programming in all domains of life, media, politics, medicine, psychology, religion, all of it, all of it. But can you notice how also in all of the domains, going inside was forbidden? Or you were made wrong, or crazy. They've been witch trials about that. Look up The Burning Times. It's a documentary out of Canada. Look up the Essenes, who were a Gnosos group in the time of Jesus. In fact, Mary and Mary Magdalene come out of the Essene community, who were deeply connected to nature. It's really important to understand the lengths to which it has gone for you to not connect to your own inner sovereign nature. Especially your heart center. That all of the spirituality goes from the physical eyes to imagination in the head, to the pineal gland. It's like stay away. It's still stay away from the heart center. Stay in the head, stay in the head, stay in the head. Imagine that you're free. Anyway, so this is a happy post, but it's like, wow, That is such a miracle. I've never heard these words out of this woman's mouth. I would like to protect you from this aggressive lawyer. Anyway, I'm so grateful and happy to share this news.